The success of The Simpsons. This animated sitcom was first created by Matt Groening and first aired in December 1989. It continues to air to this very day. The show is currently in its 30th season and has been renewed for seasons 31 and 32. For those of you hiding under a rock, each Simpsons episode revolves around the main Simpsons family, a married couple, Homer and Marge, and their 3 children, Bart, Lisa and Maggie. We aim to explore what has made the masterpiece, which is The Simpsons, so successful. Breaking down the contributing factors is not an easy task, so we have covered what we believe to be the biggest factors. The Simpson family. Although the Simpson family is dysfunctional, many episodes examine their relationships and bonds with each other. Homer J. Simpson. As the family's provider, Homer works at the Springfield nuclear plant as a power plant operator. Homer is portrayed as a blue-collar, working-class American stereotype. Beer and TV obsessed, obese and lazy, dim-witted, and quite often incompetent.
I love these lazy Saturdays.
It's Wednesday, Homer.
Work!
However, he tries his hardest to be a decent man and is strongly devoted to his family. Homer's character is the subject of many jokes throughout the series. Homer is ruled by his impulses, and combined with his lower intelligence and stupidity at times, it allows for many unforgettable scenes. Homer's most famous catchphrase, "Don't!" has even been added to the Oxford English Dictionary. Loving mother and caring wife, Marge Simpson. Matriarch and grounding force for the family, Marge is the moralistic force and maintains order in the Simpsons household. Marge struggles constantly with the antics and poor behaviour of Homer and their son Bart, whilst maintaining a strong connection with Lisa. Bart Simpson is an underachieving 4th grade student and eldest child of the Simpson kids. Bart is mischievous, rebellious, and well known for his prank jokes.
Is Seymour there? Last name, Butts.
And catchphrases.
Eat my shorts.
Lisa Simpson is the middle child and the most intelligent of the Simpson family. Lisa is a 2nd grade student, always striving to achieve her best. She's an environmentalist, feminist, combined with a strong moral compass and passionate demeanour, allows for episodes of conflict between Lisa and her school, Lisa and her friends, and her lower intellect family. Maggie Simpson is an infant and the youngest of the Simpson kids. She doesn't talk, but she's often seen sucking on her red pacifier.
Characterization is a major component to the success of The Simpsons, however I believe more so is the genius humour written into the show. Over the 650 plus episodes of The Simpsons, almost every type of comedy has been utilised, from physical slapstick comedy to parody and satire, to surreal and meta jokes. The comedy of The Simpsons in its many forms works with people from all ages and backgrounds. When The Simpsons first started, it was one of the first cartoons to rely on character-grounded jokes that held back on typical goofy cartoon jokes of the time. It was also fairly complex, with many jokes being layered, leaving no room for the dreaded laugh track notorious in the 90s. The reason The Simpsons was able to stay away from the traditional comedy sequence of the 90s with the lead-in, punchline and laugh track was by setting up situations where known characters would react in their own logical way, producing a comedic effect. Take this short scene of Homer squishing a fly. Having Homer perform this act with the audience already knowing and being familiar with his stupidity, laziness and gluttony, the humour is grounded in a character and doesn't require lead-in or punchline. This is only a 3-second sequence. This is due to the writing team usually rewriting each episode of The Simpsons 30 to 40 times. Now the characters in the comedy may have made The Simpsons the great show it is. The reason The Simpsons became a phenomenon was due to the heart and the realism it communicated with each episode. The show was able to speak truth whilst being entertaining. It was released during a time of oversaturation of family sitcoms, full of wholesome characters that were too cheesy and too corny for a growing majority.
Because it's good for the damn family.
When the dysfunctional Simpsons family hit the small screen, bringing emotional stories filled with comedic moments, it was revered by the government, being called un-American, however loved by the masses because the show was able to speak truth whilst being entertaining. It had the perfect balance of heart, humour and realism.
Along with the shows, The Simpsons has a monumental legacy of branding, merchandise and entertainment products. There's a movie, video games, comic books, amusement rides, and board games.
Due to Matt Groening's amazing use of characters' humour, themes, heart and realism, he has created one of the most successful cartoon series of all time.